Hey there, YouTube. Oh, we're gonna dye the UCP. Yeah, the little poll I posted, it literally got a three-way split. I think one person voted for red dirt, one person voted for pecan hulls, and one person voted for red dye. Well, I thought about it, and the red dirt just seemed a little too specific to parts of Utah. Not everywhere is red dirt down here. Pecan hulls have all been picked up by the lawnmower by my son and grandfather. They've been a dynamic duo since we moved here. So this seemed like the only real good option. Also, a lot of other guys have done this already, so we're going to go ahead and stick with what has proven to be an effective thing. We're using the RIT apple green dye, and I followed the instructions by adding a teaspoon of dish soap, a cup of vinegar, and 4 ounces of dye per 3 gallons of water. I think it's 3 gallons in here. Anyways, and it's piping hot. So we're gonna go ahead and do the top and maybe the wooby as well, but not at the same time. This bucket's not big enough for both of them. So let's go ahead and begin. Oh dear. She's sinking, boys. I should get a stick, something I can stir with. I don't want to turn green. I'll look like I caught something infectious. Be right back. Okay. I wonder if everyone else has used the dish soap, because I don't remember anyone else is looking this foamy. I'll have to review YouTube, I guess. Well, that's already looking better than the UCP gray. Now, for historical nerds, gray is actually not a terrible camouflage pattern. I've heard that in the early days of World War I, you know, as they started realizing, hey, we need camouflage, we don't want to be spotted. Obviously, the British brown uniforms were considered the most ideal, but in second place was the field gray of the German army. Obviously, the poor Frenchmen with their blue tops and red pants, and I'm not making that up, they really struggled at first, and they eventually had to give up the red trousers so that they would be a little less noticeable. Okay. Kind of want to pull on some, make sure it's not wadded up anywhere. Make sure we're getting the green everywhere. Okay. Alright, and it says to, oh, we got air bubbles. Sink. Sink! I can't, it doesn't get any deeper. Okay. So that says to stir every, well, it says to stir consistently, whatever that means, for half hour, up to an hour if you want darker. Alright, it's 8:20 right now. You guys keep an eye on this. I'll be back in a little bit to do some stirring. What'd I miss? It's all still good? Is this still recording? That'd be hilarious if it turned off. Nope, still on. Awesome.
Why do you have a bucket of, oh, it's dye. Why is it steaming? What kind of chemicals has he put together in the laundry room?
Alright. You in there? Don't make a mess. Alright, so we're going to transfer this to a bucket so we can get it to the sink so we can start rinsing it out. Oh my gosh. Might as well get some dyeing in for the whoopee, right? Okay, where's that weight? Better than nothing. This towel's all ratty and old anyways. Alright. Alright, that's enough of you guys watching my bucket. So we will go ahead and rinse this and we will come back later. Ciao. Mistakes were made. Yeah, this is what has become of the UCP top after I put it through a dye of apple green. I think it's too bright. But yeah, it's too bright. I mean, compared to the greens in this Rhodesian brushstroke, it's like neon. I've got here a kind of an olive drab coat. I mean, it's insane. I actually don't mind how the whoopee turned out. It's light, but it's honestly, I think this, whatever shade this turned out, is better than what this is. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try and hide from y'all, and you're gonna see that this just, we're gonna have to go darker or with a, you know, maybe some kind of multi-dyed effect, but yeah, just straight apple green UCP for Southern Utah, I don't think it's gonna work. Okay, just a quick little after action. Not really, not that there was any action, but mostly talking about what I think of UCP dyed with Rit dye apple green color. I think it's a little too bright. I'm going to review some of the footage that I did, see how bad it actually is, but it just seems to be on the bright side. So, I don't know. Let me guys know what you think. I picked, so this is, the reason I got my pants out is, so this is Rhodesian brushstroke, and I got this partially because the story of Rhodesia is kind of cool, but also a lot of the environments you see in Rhodesia, Zimbabwe, or Africa in general is very similar to Utah. We're an arid desert. Oh, hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Anywho, so, Rhodesian breaststroke, I think it's very suitable for high desert environments. This apple green UCP is just, it seems too much green, too bright of green. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I could try dyeing it darker with what's left of the apple green dye that I have. That might help. Or possibly I'm going to have to do some kind of, I don't know, some scrunched up tie-dye thing with some brown. Get some dark brown so we can darken this up a bit. Because it's not all bad. The dark green spots I think is actually just about perfect. It's just the super light sections just seems a hair too much brightness. Anyways, just doing that quickly. Now I need to get out of the way of the laundry room. Ciao.